What's poppin' YouTube? It's your new Sony MIC and welcome to my playthrough of Ninja Gaiden Sigma. It's gonna be a casual let's play. I'm playing on Master Ninja, so a little bit of stress, but not too much. I've played through this game before and kind of know what I'm doing. Not the best, but I'll do alright. So let's pick up this. So this ninja had gaping holes in his defenses. He never would have been able to survive in this world anyway. Elixir of spiritual life. I'm gonna touch on that a little bit. So what can I say about this game? Those right there, the kunai with the flower on it, those are hints for Ayane. Those who haven't played this game before, just tell you how to play the game and what to do. Yeah, so Ninja Gaiden is a hack and slash, action and adventure, platformer, Metroidvania style, especially this one, particularly Metroidvania. You know, explore, find key items to progress through the game, that kind of thing. Puzzles, solve puzzles and stuff like that. So Elixir of Spiritual Life, this is part of your health management system, which I believe is the best health management system in all of the Ninja Gaidens. Ninja Gaiden 2 had the herbs, and Ninja Gaiden 3 and Razor's Edge didn't have anything. You kind of can replenish your health through like combat key, I think, but it doesn't beat this. Alright, let's go through here. So a little history on this game. The original came out in 2004. I'm trying not to suck here. For the original Xbox, and then it got a re-release. It's been through like a lot of re-releases. It had a re-release in 2005, I believe. It included all like the DLC that the original got, and sorry, trying to balance my focus here like a true ninja. Yeah, so Ninja Gaiden 04, Ninja Gaiden Black, which I believe is the definitive version of this game, and then Ninja Gaiden Sigma, which came out when the PlayStation 3 came out. Come on, camera, work with me. And then Ninja Gaiden Sigma Plus, which is this version ported over to the Master Collection, because it has all the enhancements and everything. So it's essentially Ninja Gaiden Sigma, just with all the enhancements that the Ninja Gaiden Sigma Plus had. Which I don't believe why, or I don't know why they didn't include all the costumes that Ninja Gaiden Black had. I feel like Ninja Gaiden Black had the best content. And it doesn't have the red muffler costume, which is my favorite costume. But this costume right here is a close second. This is the classic Ninja Ryu Hayabusa right here that he had on in the arcade version. And those that are familiar with the Neo series, that has a DLC. This is what Jin Hayabusa wore, minus the black pants. Alright, here we go. The goal of this room, survive. It's a small room and you got 3 of these jumpy slashy dudes, man. You can die real easy in here. So you're gonna see me kicking off the wall a lot, trying to survive. Trying not to get hit. They do a lot of damage, and they tend to swarm you and double whammy you, and basically say bye-bye to your health. Oh, come on! Oh, got grabbed. Yeah, this game, notorious, or very famous, I should say, for its combat system and adaptive AI that they adapt to your combos, or they adapt to like your button inputs and presses. So basically your combat style. And so if you're like in the air a lot, they'll be waiting right there at the bottom for you as soon as you land to hit you while you're vulnerable. So you really have to like balance like how you play versus like air combos or air attacks and ground attacks, and stay mobile. You know, Doom rules. You know, you gotta stay mobile or else you stay still for like 1 second and you die. Especially on a later difficulty because everybody hits hard. But yeah, I wanted to touch on what's going on here. So, Ninja Gaiden or Ryu Hayabusa in this game. This is not Master Ninja Ryu Hayabusa. You know, this is like him early in his journey. You know, if I were to like give it like an analogy, like just graduated from Ninja Academy, Ryu, and yeah, top of his class kind of ninja. But if you're interested in the lore of this game, this takes place after the arcade version of Ninja Gaiden that came out in 1988. After he went to the United States and fought the guys there and came back, he was invited here by his uncle to partake in some training. So this is training for him, but yet he's killing these other ninja that are challenging him. Even though these are Black Spider ninja just because of the difficulty, but if you're on normal or hard, you fight like the brown garb ninja and the white garb ninja. A suit of armor of the type that is often used for ceremonies. It is not something that a ninja would wear. Part of its faceplate is missing. Well, of course, this is a samurai, you know. Obviously, not a ninja will wear this. It appears to be holding something. So, like I said, Metroidvania style, you know, gotta find the key to open that, and, you know, obviously that thing has something that we need. So we'll be back later to open that up. But yeah, he's killing these other ninja, part of his training. And that really like goes to show like how grueling and how brutal that his training as a ninja is going through. Like the guy that we just slashed down at the beginning of the chapter, like he's dead, you know? And this is training. Like you can die in training. Really goes to show, like, you want to walk the path of the ninja, you gotta be ready for these hands. Very close to death right now. I'm trying to be careful. You know what? Let me use that. I was gonna use that for an UT, but decided against it. Oh, and he was so generous to give me another one. Thank you, game. You do love me after all these years. Let's see. Another great spirit. My advice to anyone, use your healing items. Like, don't be like me, balls to the wall, you know, crazy. You want to kind of be methodical in this game because it's one of the first iterations of the reboot series, since this game came out like in the 80s, late 80s, early 90s. But yeah, you have to balance between the combat and the environment and managing your health. So it might be a turn off to some people that don't like that sort of challenge, but those that play the Soul series will feel right at home with this game. Your elixirs are your Estus Flask, your Crimson Flask, your Moon Grass, whatever you want to call it. Like, manage your health. stay alive. It's a difficult game. Don't feel bad about using yourself. So this is Flying Swallow. Fly at high speed towards your foe and cut their head off. Probably won't be using that this much in this part or this chapter because it does leave you vulnerable, and I cannot afford to be vulnerable. I'm gonna skip past these guys and go straight for the save point because I don't want to die and start all over. You'll see right here, this is my test playthrough. Going down. So, trapdoor led to an underground sanctuary. So, yeah. This game is... well, very well put together and way ahead of its time. Like, I can't emphasize it enough. Like, this game still plays or holds up to this day. Even the original release still holds up to this day. Just because of how awesome the combat system is, exploration, and like, I can't stress enough, like, they really did something with this game when it came out, and not a lot of people knew about it. Like, it was one of the top hack and slashes of its time, along with God of War and Devil May Cry. Devil May Cry came out before this, and then God of War came out after this. Huh, Fangs of the Samurai, that's what we were looking for. Let's go ahead and look at that real quick. Part of a ceremonial suit of armor, the sharp fangs are made of ivory. Like, I envy anybody that gets to play this again, or play this for the first time, I should say. Because there's so much to this game, and like, you're in for a real treat if you're coming from like the Souls series. This is basically you playing as a Dex build, just a lot faster. With the Uchigatana or something. Oh my goodness, he did a lot of damage. Die, fool. Shall pay with your life. Alright. Some big fight right here. Those blue ninja dudes, those are, I think they're called the Vigorian ninjas. They have a windmill shuriken. You gotta be very careful with that. They tend to throw it to interrupt your flow of momentum. Momentum is very important in this game. I want to emphasize that. You lose your momentum, and you're more than likely gonna take a lot of damage and probably die, especially in Master Ninja. It's a very real thing in this game. Like, momentum is like your flow of combat in relation to like how you are damaging your enemies and how you're moving about the environment. And it's easy to get your momentum interrupted in this game, especially when they throw on like shurikens, incendiaries, and then they can double whammy you and throw your momentum off. So you want to try to keep the interruptions as small as possible. You don't want to slow down your gameplay because they will punish you really bad in this game. So you try to grab me. But not today, sir. How am I doing? You can actually farm this infinitely if you just want to max out your essence. See, they'll keep spawning. I don't want to do this too much because I make a lot of mistakes. And I don't want to sit there and lose all that progress and die. I'm trying to be greedy in my essence farming. See, they're trying to grab me a lot. Woo, did you see that? what I'm talking about. They try to swarm me. They all attack me all at once. Don't let them swarm you. Roll out the way, jump out the way, jump on their heads, you know, play hopscotch on their heads. Pick them up. Ah, he grabbed me. Come on now. Don't grab me. Uh-oh. Oh! Thought I could make it in time. Come on, just a second ago y'all wanted to swarm me, now y'all flipping around me. Yeah, I should do block a lot. That auto dodge, man, I'm telling you, it's crazy. I think I'm good now. Oh, I wanted to look at the dragon sword, talk about that for a sec. A Japanese sword handed down in the Hayabusa Ninja clan. It is carved out of the fang of a dragon. So, for those that don't know, Ryu is a dragon-human hybrid. He's descended from an ancient dragon race. And he is able to hold this sword because of the blood that runs through his veins. Him and his father, they're both part of the dragon lineage. And anyone that tries to hold the sword that is not part of the dragon lineage, I think the sword will suck the life out of you. Don't quote me on that. I think I read that somewhere. So yeah, long history running through. A lot of deep lore if you're really into it. It's like it's not anything like super grandiose, but I want to say it's like kind of like how Dark Souls is. They don't really tell you or hand feed you the story. Like you kind of have to read around and see things. Like if you were to go by the timeline in this game, in accordance with all the modern games that came out regarding this, it would be like Neo 2, I think, and then Neo 1 because they have ancestors of Ryu Hayabusa. Jin, or is it Gin? Yeah, Jin, and then Rin, respectively. And then it's Ninja Gaiden, the arcade version, and then it's this game, Ninja Gaiden 2, Ninja Gaiden 3, if we're going by the mainline games, and then Ninja Gaiden for the NES. I died! Jeez.
You suck!
Couldn't do anything right there. I was like vulnerable. But yeah, it's Ninja Gaiden 1, 2, 3, and then Ninja Gaiden for the NES, and then Ninja Gaiden 3 for the NES, and then Ninja Gaiden 2. I think that's the correct timeline. But I think they said that those are not canon in this universe or something like that. Yeah, so this game is hard, you know? It was a Dark Souls before Dark Souls even came out, even before Demon Souls came out. Demon's Souls. I have to say that right. But it's very similar in its design, especially this one, because of the Metroidvania style. The level of difficulty, the learning curve. Obviously the combat is not the same, obviously. You're much more slow in Dark Souls, obviously. But like the health management system, like when I played Dark Souls for the first time, I was immediately reminded of this game right here, Ninja Gaiden. You know, third person view, you going up against huge monsters and fighting against smaller enemies throughout the world. Very, very similar in its design. And I love these type of games, which is the reason why I became hardcore Souls fan too, because it reminded me a lot of Ninja Gaiden. challenge and like you getting better at the game, and then that sense of that rewarding feeling when you finally understand the mechanics and you take on harder challenges and you're rewarded for it, which is what I like about the old style games. Like, you get a completed game. Like, you're not given like that paid DLC, none of that stuff, you know, to unlock more stuff. Like, you get your game and then you have all the stuff in there, and then your skill and your meticulousness in unlocking everything rewards you. The game rewards you for being good at the game. And I want to go back and save. If you want to get through this game, save more, cry less. Something I learned in animation school. You want to save more, cry less. I'm gonna use this Great Spirit, which heals all of your health. But yeah, very old style game, you know. Beat the higher difficulties, unlock more stuff. If you don't save, you're gonna start at the beginning, you know. You can get all the way to the end of this game, and if you've never saved, if you die at the end, you're gonna start way back at chapter 1, so, you know, very old style.
I see you have made it this far.
So, this dude with the big ass steroid arms is Mirai. It's a really in your face boss to see if you actually learned how to play this game. This boss is solely to teach you how to utilize vulnerabilities and knowing when to attack. Because you can't just go up to him and start, you know, spamming attack. Maybe it will work for you in a normal difficulty, maybe, but in a harder difficulty, you're gonna learn real fast that that ain't how it flies. Like, you need to learn how to play this game in order to progress. Which is, again, very similar to Dark Souls, right? They throw you in the game, and then you gotta understand the mechanics, and then you gotta fight that boss to get out of the asylum. So the way to beat him, like I said, you can't just attack him. Like, you have to wait until he's vulnerable, which is usually when he does that rush attack right there. And then when he rolls towards you, you have a small window to get like one attack in. But then you gotta get out of the way because he might grab you or get you in a combo. But for the later difficulties, you're gonna have these ninja spawning during the boss fight. So the goal is to break them out of the way. Like, bring them away from him and then attack him. Try to grab him. But this AI is real smart, and they're not breaking away from him. Yeah, you see, you got a small window to attack him when he rolls forward. So you want to use like that upwards rising slash attack to hit him. Another key difference in Master Ninja difficulty, he can do that rush attack, that like 5 times, I think, in a row. And on normal difficulty, he only does it once. So be very careful with that. trying to break these guys up. Probably flying swallow them, but I don't want to get hit with an incendiary shuriken. I might just end up killing him or beating the boss. Come on, camera, work with me now. And that's game, baby.
Ah, the dragon sword. So your father is still in the sacred wilderness.
Little lore
Yes.
here.
He has entrusted me with the sword while he continues his training. He never seems satisfied with the power he wields.
Someday you will come to understand the pursuit of power. Perhaps beginning with your training here. And what of the sister blade, the dark dragon? Have
Fucking
you left
arms
you in
look like
charge of protecting it as
goddamn
well?
tree trunks.
It remains in the village under the protection of my father's clan.
Bro got thighs for
They will
arms.
ensure that the sword remains untouched. Its dark power sealed.
It is a shame that such a sword must go untouched, such power unused. Alas, I am not of the dragon lineage. The sword is not of my concern.
Master Murai, the Hayabusa village. Master Ryu.
Alright, let's see how I did. Probably terrible because that took a while. Plus I died. Greater Ninja. So if you're not familiar with the ranking system in this game, it's a lot harder than the later or Ninja Gaiden 2, where they just threw Master Ninja at you. It's Master Ninja is the highest highest rank, and then after Master Ninja is Head Ninja, and then Greater Ninja, and then Lesser Ninja, and then Ninja Dog is the lowest rank. So if you're trying to go for all the achievements or trophies or whatever system you're playing on, you have to get Master Ninja on all the chapters on Master Ninja difficulty. So good luck with that. I did it myself on PlayStation 5. I'm playing on PC now. But yeah, it's a bit of a chore. I think in my opinion, Chapter 1 and Chapter 2 are probably like the hardest to get Master Ninja. And then after that, it's pretty easy. But yeah, this is gonna do it for me on this video. And if you like this video, hit the like button. And if you want to see more from me, hit the subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day. And remember, you're always beautiful. Tunrius out.